Mobile Home Mommy.
By Crocky Mite. Welcome back to another episode of Mobile Home Investing. Seriously, y'all, today I'm going to show you what you need to be looking for when you walk through these mobile homes. Let's start with the outside, okay? Now, looking at the outside of this mobile home, don't throw her in the trash yet. Give her a chance, okay? The first thing I'm looking for on a mobile home is the skirting. So typically, this right here, this is the skirting. That protects the underbelly of the mobile home. It keeps rodents out from under the mobile home. It protects the mobile home temperature wise. It also protects you from having stuff to tear down the underbelly. If you get a little closer, you see this installation hanging? That shows you that there's either a leak somewhere or that an animal has went in and clawed his way. Fun fact, I had a tenant that was feeding cats, and while he was feeding the cats, the cat went up, ate the installation, and died. So it is very important to have your installation up at all times, and it's also important to have your skirting up at all times. It protects the trailer, right? So let's look at the outside of this trailer. Pop question and answer below. Truthfully, would you paint this mobile home or would you power wash this mobile home? Insert Jeopardy music. I hope you all said power wash this mobile home, and I'm gonna tell you why. The reason you want to power wash first, because you don't know what it's gonna look like once it gets done. One time I paid for a power wash and a paint job, and all it truly needed was a power wash. Remember, our job is to do clean, safe, and affordable housing. We don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. We want to make sure we spend more money on structural. So painting is not important to me. What's important that this house is clean. Now, I'm gonna get you all a snapshot of this roof. But right now, I can see is debris sitting on top of this roof from the trees. I'm more concerned about what the ceiling looks like in the inside, if there is evidence of water spots, leaks, etc. So I'm going to take you all in the inside and we'll take a look at that. These windows look okay from the outside. This window right here is a little questionable, but we'll check the windows out on the inside. Okay? So I would not be intimidated by this mobile. Okay, we got a family of cats. Let's get the cats. Welcome. Hi, what's your name? Carlene? Pedro, what's your name? Since you wanted to be featured. This is why you have this skirting around the mobile home. Cause come over here. It's a whole bunch of cats over here under this mobile home. It's two more of them. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of cats under this house. They done built the whole little colony. You see why? You see why we gotta have that skirting up? Because they'll go under there and build a whole family. All right, now I need to finish filming. Thank you. All right. So this porch, y'all, I hope you can see this porch needs to be replaced. This is beyond rotten. And somebody would get hurt trying to stand on that porch. I don't mind looking at mobile homes in the fall, in the spring, but in the summertime I do not really care for looking at mobile homes because I'm afraid of snakes. So right now it's October, so we're in that in between. I'm just scanning the property. These trees don't bother me as much. I would ask the park owner if he could trim them back some, but overall the trees look healthy. Yeah, this is the outside. So the outside, I'm more concerned about the skirting. I'm concerned about what the roof looks like, but I'm going to tell if the roof is damaged by looking in the inside at the ceiling. Now, this right here is called the tongue or the hitch. This is very important if the mobile home has to be moved. So let's say the tongue isn't there and the hitch isn't there. That doesn't intimidate me if it has to be moved, because sometimes the seller will say, hey, The hitch is under the mobile home. That's just a bonus for me, because if the hitch or the tongue, whatever you want to call it, is under the mobile home, I'm going to use that as a pain point that you need to give me a discount, because you're going to have to pay a welder to attach that back on. Some mobile homes have to be welded on. Some mobile home tongues can be bolted on. Even if it has to be bolted on, it can still be too corroded where it has to be fixed. Another cat. Wow. Don't even cut that out. Oh, Jesus. Whole colony of cats. I ain't got time. Let's slide this way. No problem. Let's just hope they haven't infiltrated the house, because I'm about to take you guys inside the house. Mr. Keith, I'm gonna let you go first.
Stop. Bet you didn't expect this video. This is my commercial, y'all. So seriously, listen, if you're enjoying this video, you've been binge watching my videos, but you're like, hey, I want some more one-on-one support. How can I do this and start affordably? Join my school community. Not only do we meet live twice weekly where you can ask us questions, we also offer contracts. I have courses inside my school group. I have step-by-step instructions of everything you need to get started. And guess what? Baby, the replay is all available. So if you're interested, I want you to click the school link below so you can get signed up. And guess what? It's less than $2 a day, no commitment. Will I see you on the other side?
This porch can use some work, but she's steady. She's just a little ugly. Side note, I have power washed porches before and kept them. So that is a possibility. So when I come in, the first thing you want to be mindful of is the flooring. You want to be mindful of the flooring. Is it structurally sound? Flooring is very expensive, okay? Flooring is very expensive. So you want to make sure that the flooring is stable. Now let's check this roof out. So far, y'all, I don't see a spot in the ceiling. Yes, she looks a little ugly because she needs some drywall, some sheetrock, right? But so far, we looking all right. The flooring, yep, this flooring is pretty sturdy. If you have to repair the flooring across the entire mobile home, that's gonna cost you a pretty penny. Do not use cheap flooring in the home. Now, let's say this home was occupied and it's somebody's that I'm gonna look at. If they had a couch here, I would look behind the couch. I wouldn't be opposed to moving the couch because I would want to make sure that it's no hidden holes or anything behind the couch. If you can keep the appliances, check the appliances. If the electricity is turned off, do never, ever, 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 ever open up the refrigerator. Whew, save yourself, okay? Let's look at this kitchen sink. Oh, I don't like the way this creaky.
Nope.
Let me stop playing before I fall, because that's gonna be tragic. Okay, under the kitchen sink, I'm always checking for leaks, y'all. If the water works, I'm gonna turn it on. Even if it doesn't, I'm still checking if I see any evidence of mold and leaks, because that lets you know what you are expecting, right? I'm not opposed to buying mobile homes where the electricity is turned off or the water is turned off, as long as I'm checking to see if I have any evidence of leaks. And as long as the wires haven't been pulled out the wall, I feel okay with purchasing the home. But cameraman, you catching this? This sound a little, you don't find that suspicious? Okay, y'all. If I fall, don't laugh, y'all. We in this together. So I'm walking, I'm checking the flooring, I'm checking the roof. So now we're going to head back this way. We do see more drywall needs to be done. The flooring is pretty stable. Some spots I would get checked out. Walls can be drywall. Let's come down to this bedroom. So as far as the bedroom goes, yeah, these bedrooms, they just need some work, y'all. Some more drywall. I would finish the closet off in here. But overall, I see no leaks with the roof. I don't see any issues with the flooring. It's looking good so far. Now let's look into the bathroom. When I walk into the bathroom, I'm not going to walk in by the toilet like I'm sitting down. I'm going to walk in the opposite way because I want to put my foot on both sides of the toilet. So this is the toilet seat. I'm going to step on both sides because typically the flooring is soft right by the toilet. So you want to remember SWAT. SWAT stands for sink, windows, and toilets. Those are the areas that are prone for water. So those are the areas you want to check around sink, windows, and toilets, okay? Again, check under the bathroom sink. Here is one electrical box. The wiring is in. Thank the Lord. No one has snatched the wiring out. Now look at this. This is interesting. This right here is the data plate of the mobile home, aka the birth certificate. It tells you everything you need to know about the mobile home. With that being said, the data plate, the data sheet is typically found in the electric panel box, in the bedroom closets, in the kitchen cabinets, and even sometimes in the washroom, the laundry room. They'll have cabinets, especially in the double wide. You can check there for the data sheet. Now let's look at this information on the data sheet. So let's say you're walking in this mobile home and someone says, this mobile home is a 1984. Well, if you look at this data plate, I want y'all to put in the comments, what year is this mobile home? Look at date of manufacture. This mobile home, I hope you put it in the comments, it's a 1980. If someone asks you, what's the wind zone? The wind zone is located at the top map. If someone says, what's the climate zone? You can find that at the bottom. It tells you where it was made, the year it is, the serial number, which should also match what? The information on the title. So remember, when we're walking through mobile homes, we want to make sure we're looking out for flooring. We want to make sure that we're looking out for the ceiling. We definitely want to check under the mobile home to see the skirting, because the skirting is an indication if there are leaks. If there's holes in the drywall, that doesn't bother me. The major cost for mobile homes is the electrical, the plumbing, the flooring. Those are the things that can really, really add up. I gotta get out here safely, y'all. Please hold. Whew. I made it out safely. Is it anything in my hair? Is there anything in my hair? Okay, so listen, y'all. Make sure when you're walking through a mobile home, you have a walkthrough checklist. You could go into my free Facebook group. I have a walkthrough checklist for you. My Facebook group is tagged below. Y'all come in there, get you some information. But you want to make sure that you are walking through and checking the major keys for the mobile home. The electrical, water leaks, roof damage, that skirting, making sure the skirting is there. If not, paying attention to the installation. Is it hanging? Is it sagging? Indication of a leak. Is the data sheet in the mobile home? Type in the comments where you can find that data sheet. Remember, the data sheet is the birth certificate of the mobile home. It'll let you know everything you need to know. VIN number, wind zone, climate zone. So drop me a comment. Let me know what you learned, and make sure you all join my free Facebook group so you can get that walkthrough checklist and catch me live.